Mate, who have we got? Who have we got joining us?
I'll tell you what, there is a fantastic tribute band out there in the world of tribute bands, and we're going to be speaking to a different tribute band each week on the chat.
Yeah.
But Queen Rocks is Australia's number one.
Yes.
Queen show.
Oh, and I hear a bit of doorbell.
Yeah, the doorbell goes, "Hello, I'm coming." Once
now, if you're going to have a background and you front Queen Rocks, you've got precisely the right background, my friend. However,
and I will go. Let me introduce the man. Thank you. Of course, Australia's very own, finest, Freddie Mercury from Queen Rocks, Australia's number one Queen show out there. Jason Hess. Jace, how are you, mate? Thanks for joining us on the chat pack.
Thank you very much for having me, Dougs and Tony. Great to be on. Cheers.
No worries. I'm disappointed, though, Jason. I thought you would have started with, "Hey, oh."
Let's just build up to it, shall we? Get the vocal cords warmed up.
Mate, tell us a bit about Queen Rocks. You because you guys started off in a Queen show. You took a bit of a hiatus for a few years, and you've put it together again.
That's right. Yeah. In fact, coming up in November this year will be the 20th anniversary of our first ever gig. Unfortunately, we probably won't get to celebrate it in the style that we would like right now, but next year we'll definitely mark the occasion. And so we formed the band a bit over 20 years ago. We started it out, actually, it was almost an accident. There was an Australian Queen convention that was run back then, and our guitarist Luke, he was looking for a few people to throw a band together, and so we were planning on a one-off performance at this Queen convention, and it went down a treat, and we decided, no, this is too good to stop doing. So we
away we go.
Carried on, and we did it for I was in the band for about 4 years originally, till about 2004, and decided I wanted to go do some other things, and the rest of the boys continued on with a few lineup changes for about another 5 or 6 years, and then we parked it for quite a long time, and then about a bit over a year ago. There's a lot of interest in Queen again because of the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, and we thought, let's have a jam for old time's sake, shall we? And maybe why don't we just do one gig just for a bit of fun? And we put a Facebook page up, and next thing you know, the booking agents are bashing our door down. So we all started from there again, and we've been back in it for about 12 months now.
And you're doing, I guess, the beauty of the Queen movie. I mean, I'm a lifelong Queen fan. So I'm guessing for mine, the beauty of the Queen movie was that actually it exposed Queen 1, 2 and Sheer Heart Attack albums, which a lot of people didn't even think about. They started at A Night at the Opera and seeing that early stuff. So do you put a lot more early stuff in the show because of that, or do you find that you have to sort of start it,
Yeah, we do. We go back. We do a couple of tracks from the early albums. Keep Yourself Alive from the first record, and then Killer Queen on it. And
except they sing it properly.
Thank you very much. That was not my audition. Thank you very much.
You don't call us.
We do try and tailor the sets to really the greatest hits material, pretty much.
Yep.
We want to appeal to diehard Queen fans, but there's a lot of casual, fans out there as well who love music, love the songs. It's pretty rare you find somebody who actually dislikes Queen. They've got really broad appeal, and they've got an amazing catalogue of songs, so we can, play 100 minutes plus of music, and it's hit after hit after hit all the way through. So
and you can probably do another 50 for good measure.
I'll tell you what I found out today, Jace, doing a bit of research on Queen myself. I actually didn't know that Freddie Mercury had AIDS.
You didn't know that?
No.
He's very actually. I've got to say this. Hang on, Jason. Let me
You're
just
winding us up here. What's going on?
I think so. He's just winding us up because
of course I did know. What I did,
you would be the only person.
What I didn't know. What I didn't know was the exact month and year when he came out and announced it publicly, which I did find out. And Brian May had a name for his guitar, Red Special.
That's right. It's his very own guitar that he built with his father by hand, using all sorts of odds and sods, from a fireplace to knitting needles to things out of a motorbike. It's a
beast of a thing, and it is a mess. I've been privileged enough to see it close up, and the neck is it's just a mess. But it's if something happens to that guitar, it's got to be back and restrung like ASAP. It's the guitar he likes to play all the time.
That's right. You very rarely see Brian with anything very special.
The other ones are stand-ins until he gets that one restrung. Yep.
He did play a tally, crazy thing called Love, to get that old school 50s rock and roll sound.
And a Strat too.
Yeah, busted in to get a tally out, and he did.
Yep. And he also, I have seen very rare footage of him with a Les Paul.
Is that right?
He had a Cherry Sunburst Les Paul.
Yeah, that was probably the one they handed to him when he busted a string.
No, in the studio. In the studio,
right.
just for a very specific piece. That's it.
Yeah.
Hello to all the guitar nerds watching. They're going, wow, really? Everybody else is going, what the hell are these people talking about? Right. Stop it. I'm proudly brought to you by DK Alloy Guitars, by the way, my sponsor.
Oh, excellent. I'm brought to you by Radio Gaga.
Nice, as you do.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
There you go. Yes.
Everybody gets their plugs away. Smooth.
And I should say that tonight I'm brought to you by Thunderbird Ginger Beer.
Yeah, but the ginger beer, not the rum. We can't let him start swigging rum out of the bottle like that. The show just goes completely off the rails. Mate, when was your last gig before it all hit the brakes?
Early March. We did back-to-back gigs at Bendigo and Horsham, I think it was. No, was it? No, it wasn't Horsham. It was somewhere else. Oh, Jesus, that long ago, I've forgotten. That was just when they get to the point where they're saying, right, we're capping it at 500 people for events, and then we it's been unfortunate. I'm sure that we're not alone. That the entire music industry's suffered pretty bad.
And the sad reality, Jace, is that no one knows when live music will return.
No,
in Melbourne.
Whether you're a band like us or a booking agent, or you do light and sound, the venues themselves, everyone's feeling the pain. So we're keen as mustard, like everybody, to hopefully get back out there. And the sooner the better. We just have to cross our fingers that we keep going in the right direction.
Straight off the SMS line, 0488 859 774 if you want to get in touch with us on the chat pack this evening. 0488 859 774. Chris in Perth, WA, says Queen's last hit was This Could Be Heaven, released in 1991, just before Freddie passed away. Yes, I remember it on the charts as well.
I have that album, Made in Heaven. I listened to it once, and I've never listened to it since.
Right.
I found it too hard to listen to.
Yeah. Okay.
I really found it too hard to listen to. I'm a massive Queen fan. I have the album, didn't throw it out or anything. It's a great album. It's a brilliant piece of work. Listened to it once and went, I can't listen to this. It's just too hard.
Yeah, there's some poignant stuff on there, and particularly the song Mother Love, which is the last song that Freddie recorded. Actually didn't make it through, and Brian had to come in and do the last verse, which is really, it's really haunting to listen to that and think of the circumstances around that track.
Oh yeah, no, it's very, very hard to listen to. I see Gareth Bartholomew's with us, of course. G-Man, a massive Queen fan, Every concert up the front. Away he goes. Loves Queen.
Come see us.
Good bloke. Yes, he'll be there too. He'll be there to see you when you're back at it. In fact, he'll probably turn up with me. So, him and his good wife J9, very dear friend of mine. Massive Queen fans.
We are going to play a game 5 in 5 shortly with Jason. 5 trivia questions in relation to Queen. And if you get all 5 right, I will award you with a $25 JV Hi-Fi gift card, and also in the running for our major prize, which, thanks to our friends Dean and Gillian Bell up at the Delatite Hotel Mansfield, is a 2-night stay for 2 at the with breakfasts included at the Delatite Hotel in Mansfield. But I did find out in my research as well today, Queen's video for "I Want to Break Free" became one of the band's most famous. The reason being, it featured all of the band members dressed in drag.
That's right. It
also just about cost them their careers, because in America, and I find this odd about America. I mean, let's face it, if you want to see if you want to see bad language in a show, as long as it's not on network TV, that's fine. And, like every thing you could possibly imagine. They got well bent out of shape, the Puritans, about them dressing up in drag. And oddly enough, it was not Freddie's idea to dress up in drag.
That's exactly right. It was Roger Taylor, the drummer's idea, and the whole thing was taking the mickey out of Coronation Street, which is a very famous British show. It's been running for donkey's years. Not sure if it still is, but it's kind of the British version of Neighbours, I suppose.
Is.
League, and they wanted to do a bit of make it a bit of fun and games and take the piss out of that, and that didn't translate to the US market for a number of reasons. So didn't do their career any favors over in the States there, and unfortunately it wasn't until Wayne's World, about 7 or 8 years later, when that famous Bohemian Rhapsody had that song.
Shouldn't do that at my age.
Had Fred been around for that, that might have, sort of got them back on track and got them back over touring in the States again, but wasn't to be, unfortunately.
And just an answer to your question, Coronation Street still filming with distancing because of COVID. There you go.
Wow.
Also off the SMS line, David Donnelly tuning in this evening. Hey there, Hesse, great interview.
Oh, thanks. Dave's an old mate of mine. He's a good fella, Dave. He's a massive music fan, actually, and comes along to our gigs, and go Tigers.
Excellent. Oh, yeah.
So Richmond supporter.
Thanks, mate. You probably picked the wrong time to do that. I feel that your questions just get a whole lot harder.
I'm nervous. My credibility is already on the line with this.
Mate, look, I know the show's not much, but your credibility's not on the line because you're on it. Jesus, I mean, it's not that bad, is it?
But I can't get back out on stage again, if I don't think, if it doesn't look like I know my stuff. So we'll see how we go.
Well, hey, Jace, obviously we can't go out and we can't gig at the moment with large crowds, but when we go from stage 4 back to stage 3, hopefully in 3 weeks' time from now, you guys itching to get together and actually rehearse with social distancing, but at least get together for a bit of a jam.
Absolutely, yeah. We did get a couple of rehearsals in when we had that between time before the second wave there, and the restrictions were eased for a little while. We got back into the studio and had a couple of rehearsals. And since then, we've just caught up there as a band on Zoom a couple of times just to stay in touch. And we're really super close friends in the band. We were all friends from some of us from our teenage years, way before the band even started. So first and foremost, we're all good mates, and so we still catch up and have a laugh and support each other. And that's really, we do miss the camaraderie of each other. We love playing together and just hanging out together as buddies. So
my word, that's very, very important.
There you go. You can see the recreation there. Jace in the middle, followed by the boys.
Yep.
Almost looks like Brian May, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It's and the most important thing is he sounds like him.
Yes.
Amazing.
You can't believe how someone like me, who's been a guitarist forever and a day, goes to a show like that and goes, "Rush, impress me." It's it's very unfair. I get it, but you know what? If you're going to do Brian May, do it right. Yeah. And there's no question there.
The idea, I feel, Jason, I don't know whether you agree with me, but the idea of a full-on tribute show is you go there. Like I've been to see the Bootleg Beatles at the Palms at Crown, the Australian DJ show at the Palms at Crown. And you walk in here and you think, oh, this is not a Beatles show. Two of them are dead. Not a Beatles show. Just 4 guys pretending. But 10 minutes into the show, they're that good that you actually think they're the Beatles. They're the real deal. And I'd imagine that's the same with a Queen show as well. You go to a Queen show, and if it's that good, you actually think that's Freddie Mercury.
You need to lose yourself in it. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
Suspend reality for a minute and go back to a place. And I think as a performer myself, that's what we aim for. I think, we aim to have you with us for a couple of hours and get you to suspend reality for a minute and just be away with it.
That's right. It's sort of inhabiting the character, and so we want to look the part, we want to sound the part, we want to recreate as much of the experience of an actual Queen gig, a Freddie Queen gig, as opposed to the new Adam Lambert version of Queen. And it's like you said, a suspension of disbelief. And when we head out there and we walk into the stage or after the show, it's incredible the amount of people that just yell out, "G'day, Freddie," and want a photo and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just all great fun because it just gives people an opportunity to experience something that unfortunately they can't experience for real anymore. But we're honouring the legacy of the band and trying to be faithful to what Queen were all about, and ultimately it's for the audience to enjoy themselves. And part of that is that real, we try really hard to engage the audience and bring them in, into the show, bring them into the world, and get them fired up and going. And once they do, and again, the material just lends itself to lots of sing-alongs and
That's it.
And stomping your feet, and so it's a real celebration. Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to see them 6 times live with Freddie.
Oh,
including
wow.
I was at the Wembley gig that is Queen live at Wembley.
Is that right?
Yes. Well, one of them. I think it was recorded over 2 nights, but I was at one of those gigs.
That would have been an amazing experience. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ethereal experience. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys live. It'll be a big night out.
The great thing you would have seen that at Wembley is that he had the capability to hold 50, 100, even 150,000 people in the palm of his hand. It's intimate, even though it's so massive, and that's just an incredible talent. And
he sang to every individual in that audience, all at the same time.
Before we get to 5 and 5, have you got a favourite song to sing, Jace? What's your favourite Queen song on stage?
Yeah, I do. "Somebody to Love" is probably my favourite. I think it's it's got a sort of an uplifting gospel feel to it, but at the same time, the lyrics are actually quite sad lyrics about a longing and a yearning that's unfulfilled, and disguised in all that sort of chorus and whatnot. So it's that's a real favourite. I think it's one of his most personal lyrics, and often his lyrics were personal, but not so literal, obvious. He would kind of disguise things in metaphor, but with this one I think it's pretty upfront.
But you don't start the night with that.
No,
not with that bloody note at the end.
Are you comfortable enough to give us a bit of a sample of "Somebody to Love"?
Oh, dudes, you're putting me on the spot, mate, aren't you? Okay, here we go. "Each morning I get up, I die a little. Well, I can't best stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and cry. Lord, what you doing to me? I spent all my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief. Lord, somebody, oh somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love?"
Oh, wow.
I had to resist all the temptations to go somebody.
You were leaning over to pick up your own red special, Tony Schmidt. I know you.
And I tell you what,
goodness gracious me.
a lot easier since Burns made them to sell too, which is very, very, very
handy. Let's go 5 and 5. Jace, you get all 5 correct. I'll give you this $25 JB Hi-Fi gift card. You can keep it yourself, or you can give it away on your own show's Facebook page.
Fingers crossed, too. If I get the $25 voucher, then we go and put that on our Facebook page, and we'll give it away to somebody. One of
it. Fantastic, sensational. Hey, question 1: with what legendary singer did Freddie Mercury perform the duet "Under Pressure"?
Oh, that would be the wonderful Mr. David Bowie.
It would be David Bowie. There's one. Do you know what Freddie Mercury's birth name was?
Yes, Farrokh Bulsara.
There's 2. There's 2. All right, he's on a roll. Very good. Hey, I've got a question about Brian May for you. What does Brian May prefer to play his guitar with over a standard guitar pick?
He prefers to play it with a sixpence.
He does indeed.
3
weighted edge on the sixpence,
and he has got bag loads of them. Really, he has got bag loads of them. They go on tour with him.
Hey, what soft drink company used "I Want to Break Free" in an advertising campaign back in 2004?
Oh, gee whiz. Now you might have me, Dougs. Oh, is there a phone a friend? Where's Dave Donnelly who said to me before, mate, get on the text. Look, I'm just going to have a stab at this and say Pepsi.
Oh, you're close.
Well, the
close.
The other cola.
Can you confirm it was Coca-Cola for me, Jace?
I think it was CocaCola.
Thank you very much. That's 4.
That's 4. I didn't hear Pepsi. I thought it was Pepsi too.
Yeah.
Actually.
And
it
your
was a Pepsi one that was where
Michael Jackson's hair went on fire.
"We Will Rock You" was used in a Pepsi ad
Yes.
with Beyonce, Pink, and I forget the Britney Spears.
Yeah, just wrong, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a last one for you. This is question 5. What was the name of the small guitar amp John Deasy built and Brian May used with his Red Special on many Queen albums?
That was called I think it was just called the Tiki Amp.
It was indeed the Tiki App. There you
The
go.
Tiki.
That's 5.
The Tiki Amp.
There you go. $25 JB Hi-Fi gift card voucher coming your way, my friend. Also in the running for our major prize on the chat pack, that 2-night stay up at the Delatite Hotel, Mansfield. I'll get that out to you during the week. Well done, my friend.
Much appreciated, dudes.
Thank you so much for being part of the chat pack this evening. Can't wait to see Queen Rocks back on stage whenever that may be. It may be, well, hopefully as part of Lounge Room Live, if we can relaunch that in St Kilda early next year with going for a smaller studio audience feel with the combination of some live streaming as well. And that's what it might come down to. Who knows? I don't think we're going to get to a stage where we can have 400 or 500 people in a confined space next year.
Not in a confined space.
It may be the smaller audiences with the live streaming for a certain amount of time. Who knows?
Yep. Who can tell? Who can tell?
Yeah.
Jason, it's been sensational having you here. Look forward to seeing you in person. Be well, stay safe. Talk soon, matey.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, guys. Have a great evening.
No worries.
Good on you,
Cheers, mate.
Jace. Thanks, mate.
See ya.
Cheers.
Bye.
Jason Hess, Australia's very own Freddie Mercury from Queen Rocks.
How could you put him
Awesome
on the spot
show.
like that, trying to do down Zoom?
Yeah.
I was saying to him that song, mate, you do that at the end of the set because Somebody to Love is a very, very, very hard song to sing. Extremely hard song to sing.